Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank Enrico Toia for extending this invitation to participate in this organization as well. And I would like to thank him for creating an event that brings together different people who are passionate about ecology from Greece and all around the world. I would like to wish him a quick recovery. And although his absence and his dynamic is more than obvious, we would like to wish him to get well soon and return to the island as soon as possible. In this brief presentation, we are going to talk about the goals for the sustainable development of Elafonisos as they were presented last year by a small group of researchers established for that purpose. We are here to represent that group. You can find a copy here. It is available in both languages, so maybe you will be able to better follow the presentation without copy. So, we presented the study of a draft master plan for the island of Elafonisos. Our goal is to opt for a cultural, nature-based, alternative and based sustainable tourism and community development with modern infrastructure and services. The master plan attempted to map and show the existing situation, document and propose a series of ecological green interventions in the settlements and all around the island. They could reshape the content of a network of areas and link the various areas of interest. As we all know, Elafonisos is a small island, very close to the Peloponnese, with strong ties with the mainland Greece and a small population. This population more than doubles over the summertime due to seasonal tourism. This fact brings forward numerous challenges. On the one hand, we have a shortage of permanent residents outside the tourism period, which means that Elafonisos is not a place that attracts new permanent residents. On the other hand, this allows for a potentially coherent model community, which will lead the way in terms of circular economy, use of alternative mobility means, which will give emphasis on green entrepreneurship of the youth and many other fields of sustainable growth. This is a field for the potential application of innovative practices, a field where model transformation can happen easier. This year, we will focus and elaborate on the goals set forward in the master plan. First of all, the increase of visitors' stay, the extension of tourism period. Those goals have already been scheduled and planned by the municipality of Elafonisos, as they have proposed numerous travel and stay packages for Greek of the diaspora and other visitors who would like to combine holiday and remote working. Thirdly, the ability to attract visitors seeking a different tourism experience, aiming at ensuring an experience-based relation with nature, cultural heritage and well-being throughout the year. Fourth, the creation of the right conditions in order to create an attractive and active community of residents that can support the accommodation of those visitors, as well as a series of theme-based activities and events. Exploring further strategies to achieve those goals and ensure the sustainable growth of Elafonisos, we highlighted the call made by the United Nations for collective action with a view to achieving worldwide well-being, global well-being and development through the Agenda for Sustainable Growth for the year 2030. It includes 17 goals that show the way to achieve sustainable development at social, environmental and financial levels. Then, we enriched and correlated the initial goals set forth in the master plan in order to align with this direction. So, our goal, in direct connection to the call made by the UN, was to create infrastructure for theme-based tourism in direct correlation with experience-based relation with nature, cultural heritage and well-being. Also, we want to develop infrastructure that allows or enables remote working in order to create the incentives and attract young, active citizens that would like to live permanently in a naturally attractive environment that will allow them to work throughout the year. Thirdly, the creation of a model active community which, in collaboration with the island residents, will be able to shape a fair system for resource management, energy management and provide education opportunities on cutting-edge topics. Fourth, this community will promote ecological conduct, responsible consumption, creative recycling and circular economy, something that would render it more attractive to young people and professionally vulnerable groups of citizens of big cities who are looking for opportunities to grow in an environment that will allow them to develop their skills. This community needs to be able to attract a significant number of permanent residents, able to support alternative, experience-based tourism, tourism of well-being, with constant information, promotion and preservation of the special characteristics of this land, as well as a series of theme-based events, exhibitions and festivals that could attract visitors all year round. In order to achieve those goals, the research group encouraged visitors, local society and authorities to create a think tank. We hope that we'll be able to put that in practice and go a few steps forward thanks to the questionnaire that we drafted, and we invite you to answer in order for you to share your views about the challenges and the perspectives of tourism development in the island. The master plan also proposes the creation of a network for the collaboration of educational and research institutions, bodies and organizations with a view to identifying the innovative pillars and strategies for green, sustainable growth of Elafonisos and seek financing from various bodies. In further detail, you can see the relevant SDGs. And I would like to talk briefly about the various actions, anticipated results, observations and aspects of the implementation of those goals. Konstantinos Kouskoukis, who is a physician and president of the Hellenic Health Tourism Association, a new tourism experience aiming at the experience-based relation with nature, cultural heritage and well-being, combined with an eco-friendly approach of hospitality, will exceed all the other categories of luxury, expenses and spending of the wealthy population groups from all around the world, because more and more people seek for truly transformational experiences, permitting spiritual and physical balance that would allow them to better manage their stress levels. Those transformation trips seems to be the top travel goal of the next decade, because they're inextricably linked to spiritual relaxation and digital detox. Pavlo Petri, history and the natural environment of the island, the broader area, can truly offer that. There's a new international trend for accommodation, hospitality in isolated or remote areas that have a special natural environment are linked to mental relaxation. The creation of energy-independent infrastructures in the most remote areas of the island can be a new pole of attraction for visitors all around the year. Through a multi-year-long educational experience, I came to realize that an extensive group of students is interested in the design and, of course, they want to be involved in alternative, creative communities with innovative ecological approaches with a zero or minimum energy footprint. All that to use environmentally friendly or recyclable materials, in places where people can live, work remotely in a fully independent community, combining primary and secondary sector activities with tourism or other relevant activities. Today, the use of new technologies such as VR or AR can create experiences that showcase the cultural and environmental heritage of our area, that pave new ways for education, in collaboration with resource and energy co-management platforms and circular economy platforms can shape a very attractive environment. And they also offer opportunities for people to work professionally. Edutainment, a new form of entertainment with the use of new technologies, can mean that extensive numbers of visitors can be in touch with the distant past, natural environment, and allow Elefonisos to attract young people that can update their digital material and can also attract visitors all year round. Now, we all realize that we live in times of excessive consumption, in times where we opt for objects that are cheap, expendable, single-use, that create a monstrous volume of garbage and waste that it's difficult to be managed all around the world. Mass tourism in Elefonisos is no exception, and we have to manage this difficult and challenging footprint. The development of young and innovative green entrepreneurship, which can relate to the management of plastics, targeted recycle and reuse of materials, the creation of infrastructure for eco-friendly hospitality and entertainment, aiming at ensuring the well-being of visitors. All those could give the incentives for the creation of an eco-friendly, active and creative community that can attract new permanent residents wishing to flee the stressful daily lives in the cities. New residents, young residents that will stay on the island all year round in order to support the necessary infrastructure. In this master plan that was presented in the 5th symposium, we opted for environmental friendly interventions that consist of flexible temporary constructions made from environmental friendly recycled natural materials in order to transform the landscape and the settlement, offering them another content.
So we will create a network of paths, points of information and of showcasing the cultural heritage that will host a series of events, educational as well as green hospitality infrastructures. This trend appears mainly among young people and focuses on the design of ecological structures that seek to transform urban and natural landscapes, giving them something else, a new paradigm, creating environmental friendly structures. So coming back to the proposals of master plans, here we mention some of the activities, actions that can host that network of places of interest, and the proposed soft interventions such as artistic and architectural workshops, pilot and non-permanent infrastructures, artist residencies, festivals, exhibitions, concerts, outdoor sports activities, hosting events when it comes to design, fashion, diving, underwater activities, antiquities, fishing activities, actions and hosting of volunteers for the protection of the environment, gastronomy pop-up, and marriage tourism all around the year. So in order to implement those interventions, we have encouraged the cooperation of the local community and of the local authorities for the creation of a think tank that will lead to proposals in order to find European funding within the framework of the following activities and thematics. So cultural heritage, sustainable touristic development and heritage, green and circular economy, innovation and green entrepreneurship, ecological awareness raising and training, digital innovation for showcasing the cultural environment and natural preservation, and last but not least, waste reuse. So, by finishing this short presentation, we should mention that all those initiatives of the municipality until today have allowed us to implement a series of projects, and the innovative planning of new projects and actions under the umbrella of the initiatives of the green transition can be a really huge thing for Elefonisos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stavros, for the presentation.